Hi, I am Kedger on two wheels, and I am going on a huge tour. So here's the deal, I'm going to participate on the 18th Portugal Far and Wide. Far and Wide is the best translation I can find for the real name, which is Les Alés. I have already announced this on the Portuguese channel some time ago, but I will be taking the opportunity to make a few more videos for you guys of the inside of Portugal. Portugal's innards. So what is this Portugal Far and Wide? Well, it is a yearly occurrence or yearly tour with a few bikes in which there is a preset course, and you just do a preset course on Portugal. It's a big trip, a big tour on Portugal. And by big tour I mean it's like usually it's top to bottom, left to right, somehow. This year we're going from south to north, from Algarve, which is the bottom, all the way, nearly all the way to the top, somewhere which I don't remember the name right now, but we're going 4/5 of the way up to the north of Portugal, or at least 3/4 of the way, something like that. And the whole point of it is touring with 0 kilometers on highways or motorways. It's only these kinds of roads that are going to be the widest roads we are going to be using, basically the whole way. So we are just going to go like, okay, here you have to turn left into a road like this. Okay, it's all of it is going to be this way. There usually is a few sections on dirt paths, unpaved roads, but usually safe enough that any bike can do it. Just generic big unpaved roads, with no issues. This year there's even less because there's now a off-road Portugal Far and Wide. And by big I mean, do you know how many bikes are coming this year? 1,400. That is 1,400 bikes or more, or 1,500. There are 1,800 participants. Some people carry passengers, remember that? And so this will be pretty big. We are going to start at 6 a.m. or 5:45, the first teams, and you go by teams in groups of 2 or 3 or 4, and each team starts with a 5-second difference from the other, or 15-second difference from the other, rally style, and then you just go and do your tour. It's not a race. You have timed checkpoints to pass at certain times to get a stamp or something. Make sure you go through the whole route. And so it's a tour at a sedate pace. First day is a staggering 1,000 kilometers. Second day is a much more tame 300 kilometers. Thing is, I have first to go to Algarve. That's a 300 kilometer trip, the previous day. And then we'll do the next day 1,000 kilometers, and then the next day 300 kilometers with a 500 kilometer trip back home. So yeah, that will be 2,000 kilometers in 2 days, or nearly 3,000 in 3 days. That's going to be an iron butt worthy badge, huh? Awesome sauce. Let's see how that goes. I think it will be epic. I'll try filming whatever I can. I've already got some of the setup thought out, meaning the batteries I'm going to carry, a external power bank, cables, etc. Let's see how that goes. I hope it goes pretty well. So that's the big tour, the huge tour. The caravan, because we all start, it becomes a caravan pretty quickly, meaning since all teams start with 15-second intervals and everyone has their pace, and you have some 125s and 50cc's on the caravan. No kidding, some people do this on 50cc two-strokes, which are like 30-year-olds, okay? The bikes, not the people, the bikes are 30-year-olds. Classical Portuguese bikes, Portuguese-made classical bikes, there are a few of them there. So there's bikes of every kind. I'm going on the team with a BMW GS 1200 and a KTM 1100 Adventure, 1090, 1120 Adventure. It's not the 1090, it's the one afterwards, which I cannot remember the name at this moment in time. So it'll be fun. It will be fun. I am the only XJ6 Faireds or FZ6R on the whole caravan there is. There is no other bike like mine. But there are a few Gixxers. There's an R1, no, two R1s, one Gixxer 1000. There are a few super sports bikes, but mostly adventure bikes and touring bikes and whatnot. Let's see how that goes. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Lots of videos for you guys. I'll be doing a whole bunch of them. So I'll get videos for the tour for like a year or so, even for 2 days. I want to film everything I can, show you how the insides of Portugal are. They're usually very scenic tours. The guys that do this, they make it on purpose, so it's just not traveling, it's traveling and watching the scenery, the small towns. Oh, I was talking about the caravan. It's usually a party, at least they've told me that it is a party for every single little village we go past, because the caravan takes like 3 or 4 hours to get past the village. So you wanted to go through that roundabout? Pff, tough luck. 4 hours worth of bikes crossing that. So yeah, usually it's a big event for all the little towns we go through. I don't think they're notified ahead of time, but I think after the first hour of bikes constantly going past, they get the point. So it'll be fun. It'll be a different thing. Let's see how that goes. The first time I do something like this, it costs. You have to pay 160 bucks for euros for fees, for entrance fees, and I have to pay for obviously fuel, which is going to be pretty freaking expensive. And you have obviously to pay for the hotels, because I'm going to sleep over on the first day, obviously, and then second day, and the third day is straight back home, so I only have to do 2 overnights. And each of these components is not much, but they'll add up to quite a lot. So I got some stash, but the thing is, my stash is being compromised by all the stuff I have to buy for it. I don't know, new visor, my visor is all fudged up. New tires, which I'm going to fit this week. I'm going to have to take the bike to Yamaha for the oil, the 40,000 kilometer oil change, and chain slack checking, and all the mechanical bits and pieces they check. Probably brakes. I hope I don't need more brakes, because it's gonna be expensive. I have to buy new brakes, new brake pads. And yeah, I don't work on my own bike. I don't have the tools, I don't have the skills, so I don't do that, because it would end in tears. So yeah, expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. It will be a cool experience. I'll be able to make a lot of very cool videos, so let's see how that goes. Can't wait! It's just next week! It's not this Friday, it's the other Friday afterwards. So it's not today that you're watching this movie, it's the next week. Oh, hang on, I have to make a video beforehand for that. Oh, frack me, I don't have one. What am I gonna do? Maybe a test drive of some sort I might do this Saturday? Okay, let's see, that's it. Cage routes. Oh, I forgot one detail. That thing you saw on the last videos, on my tour videos, well, that is a road book reader, because they give us a road book, which is the same navigation thing they use in the Dakars, which is what you saw, just basic indications of on the next roundabout after 30 kilometers go right, and then 300 meters afterwards on the roundabout go left. So you just keep rolling that thing. That's why the crossbar is here. I have dismounted, and I'm going to have to mount it back up and get ready for the road book. So then I stick in the road book and I just have to navigate through that. 3 guys on the team, each one will have their road book. I know another one has a road book reader. Those things are expensive, by the way. Mine was only 60 bucks, but it's a handmade thingy, just jury rigged, so, and second hand. So yeah, those things are pretty expensive, but they work, and that's why I did that on that particular tour, so I would get some practice. And it works. Doesn't need batteries, allows you to get lost, gives you a lot of little detail on where you're going, whether on GPS sometimes it is turn right here, and you're like, right, what, here? or is it there? But there is a garage access. Maybe, no, it's not right. Maybe it's wrong. These things happen on GPS, you guys know, yeah? Road books are kinda proof of that. Okay, you can get lost, but you can always roll back and find your way back. Obviously, the cell phone with a GPS will also help in case I get really lost. But, oh well, that's what that big thingy was. It's the road book for this particular tour, because they will provide us with a colored road book, which will also serve as a memento of the whole thing. And so now it's true, that's it. Cage, you're out.